Hi, hey, hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan, and I just make a bunch of nonsense. I do Disney, I do random, like, top whatever lists. We have a Taylor Swift series going on right now. We just wrapped our Disney vlogs. Did you guys enjoy those? Please, please, please let me know if you did. So yeah, I thought that finally today I would do my Disney World review. So if you are new here and you don't know, I recently got married and we went to Disney World in Florida for our honeymoon. And so I thought we should just talk about that and what I thought. If you aren't new here, you probably see I have a new setup. We were over that way and we just turned so you could see my bookshelves, and then a little bit of that wall that used to be behind me in videos. I thought new year, new background. So we'll see how that goes. So without further ado, let's get to it. So we stayed at Disney probably like 10 days. We did not go to Disney all 10 days. We basically did a week at Disney and then 3 days at Universal Studios. So let's get into it. So our first day that we were there, our first full day we were there, we went in October, by the way. We went October 15th to October 22nd. The 22nd is when we flew on a plane, sadly, and went back home to Michigan. If you couldn't tell, I'm from Michigan. I'm really bad at this. So anyway, the first day was Animal Kingdom, and that was the park that I was least excited for. I didn't really think there was much to do there as far as rides. I'm just like, oh, we'll be done like halfway through, and then like halfway through the day, and then we'll get some resort time. I was wrong. I'm pretty sure we stayed until close. So yeah, and like I said, there aren't a lot of rides there, but there are animals and like other things you can do. The two rides that I was most nervous for, or not most nervous for, I was nervous for one of the rides, but I still wanted to try it out. The second ride, I was like, I don't really want to do it, but hubby, he really wanted to do it, so I was like, okay, whatever, we'll do it. Those were my two favorite rides of the day. So the rides I'm talking about, first off, let me tell you, I'm not a big roller coaster girly. I don't like roller coasters. I don't like really don't like heights. But I found out something at Disney. I am a Disney roller coaster girly, but not a real world roller coaster girly. The Disney roller coasters aren't really scary, but the real world roller coasters are. Anyway, like I said, the two rides I'm talking about are, oh crap, what's it called? The one with the Yeti, the roller coaster with the Yeti. Oh gosh. Mount Everest. Mount Everest. We rode that like 3 times. We rode it once in the morning. I think that was our very first ride. And then we rode it twice at the end of the night. So we rode it, we wanted to try to get like the first ride we rode to be the last ride we rode, but we didn't get to do it in all the parks. This is literally the only park that we got to do it in. But any hootadoodles, I loved Expedition Everest. It was by far one of my favorite rides in Disney at all. Top 10 for sure. Oh, do you guys want me to do a top 10 Disney rides? That could be cool. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you do. In my opinion, obviously. And then the second one was Pandora's Flight of Passage. Pandora's okay, like the movie itself is okay, like it's not my favorite. They're so freaking long, guys, like so freaking long. Like I wouldn't, like my husband, then fiance, wanted to go see the second Pandora in theaters, and I was like, can we wait until it goes to streaming on Disney Plus and then we can watch it at home because it's really long. And I'm really glad we did. He said yes, by the way, and I'm really glad we did because we were able to pause it. I could go get snacks, I could go to the bathroom, we could like watch it. We could break it up, watch it one day, and then finish it the next. We watched it in one day, by the way. But yeah, so I'm glad that we waited until streaming. But anyway, that's not the video again. If you're new here, I get off on tangents a lot, and that's what makes these videos really long, because I don't really cut anything. Anyway, A Flight of Passage was wonderful. Like, Expedition Everest and Flight of Passage, 2 favorite in Animal Kingdom, probably top 10 in my Disney World rides. And then we did the Triceratops spin in Dino Land. That was okay, but I'm not their target audience. I'm sure when my niece gets old enough to ride it, she's gonna love it. We really only rode it because it's a Triceratops, and my sister's favorite dinosaur is a Triceratops, so it made me think of my sister. And I can't really think of anything else we rode. Oh, we did the other Pandora ride. I think it's like Journey of Water or something. And we waited in like a 90-minute line, I feel like. Maybe it was like 70 or something. It was a really long line, guys. In my humble opinion, it's not worth the wait. Like, if you really do want to do that ride, or you are a really big Pandora fan, I would get a lightning lane. That's what they're called now, right? Lightning lanes? Yes, I think so. And do it that way because it's not worth the wait at all, in my opinion. And we did get to see a couple flotillas while we were there. We saw 3. And I thought those were pretty cool. We met Mickey and Minnie, which I loved. And yeah, I mean, we obviously waited food. We had our first Mickey pretzel of the trip. I think that was the last Mickey pretzel I had, but hubby is a very picky eater, and so he basically survived on Alfredo and Mickey pretzels, and I think maybe he got a grilled cheese once or twice. I don't really remember because it's January and that was back in October, because your girl likes to procrastinate. Okay. But yeah, that was pretty much Animal Kingdom. It was a really good day, like a good first day. But yeah, that was Animal Kingdom. Our second day was at Hollywood Studios, and it was a good one. We did a lot more because I feel like there's a lot more to do. So what I'm gonna say is, if you want dining reservations, do it as soon as you want to, because I wanted to eat dinner at 50's Primetime Diner, but the day that we were going there were no dinner reservations, but there were lunch reservations, and so we had lunch there. It's so good. It's like a 50's themed, and it's like your family, and it's wonderful. I love it. That chicken pot pie was delicious, and I've been dreaming about it ever since, and I purely want to go back just for that chicken pot pie. Unfortunately, hubby did not really eat a lot on the menu. He got like an appetizer, you know, like fruit and something else. And so maybe I need to like get some of my family members or friends or something to go with me next time, because I felt bad because hubby didn't really have anything to like really eat to like fill his tummy. But nonetheless, it was fun. He got a Clean Plate Club sticker, because you get Clean Plate Club stickers if you eat all your food. Fun fact, he did not eat all his food. He just put the napkin on top that you're supposed to tell the waiter you're done, and he didn't look under to check. I did not, because I tried so hard to finish the meal, but it was really good, but my tummy was just so full. So I didn't end up doing it. I did not end up getting a Clean Plate Club stickers, but he got 4. Like, they just got him a strip, and so I like ripped off 2, gave him 2, I took 2, because I don't think I've told YouTube, but I'm obsessed with stickers. Like, I have a whole like big bin of stickers that I don't use because I love stickers. I'm weird like that. Anyway, We did, let's see, I don't know what my top rides were in Hollywood Studios. Okay, so like I said, not a big roller coaster girly, but I did not want, the two rides I really don't want to do were Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster, because Rock and Roller Coaster is a 0 to 60 roller coaster, and then I do believe it has the only like upside down like feature in Disney World. Correct me if I'm wrong. As of right now, it's January 2024, so if you're watching this in the future, like I'm talking about like January 2024, like that, like when I went in October 2023, I don't think they had any other ones. But anyway, because they just scare me. Both of those rides scare me. And he wanted to do both. So I made a compromise. I would do Rock and Roller Coaster, but I was not doing Tower of Terror. And I believe Rock and Roller Coaster was our last ride of the day. So we wouldn't have been able to fit in Tower of Terror anyway, I don't think. But so I did Rock and Roller Coaster, and surprisingly, I really, really liked it. So that was a shocker of the day. I think that was probably one of the top rides that we did on our Hollywood Studios day. And yeah, like I was so nervous, sick to my stomach before we made it like in the line. The line was like, it was longer because it's a popular ride. But it turned out that it was a really good roller coaster, and he was all giddy the rest of the day, like, I told you so, and I'm like, shut up. But we did also do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That was a really good ride too. That was one of my top ones. And it was really cute too. Like, I loved it so much. Worth the hype. Now, the last time I had went to Walt Disney World was when Hollywood Studios was still MGM Studios. I was about 9 years old, like 2005, 2006. At that point, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was not in existence. It was the Great Movie Ride, and I didn't think I went on that, but my sister said I did, but I don't remember it because I was like 9. So yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to take like a 5-second break because I couldn't remember any rides in Hollywood Studios. But so we started off our day, I totally forgot about this, in Toy Story Land, because I was dead set on my first ride of the day was going to be Slinky Dog Dash, because I've been wanting to ride that since it opened. It was down for maintenance. So we started with Alien Swirling Saucers, which was good. I wouldn't like go out of my way to go ride it, but like I'd do it if I had some time. And then we did sorry, I'm consulting the Disney map down here. We did Toy Story Mania. I was so like determined that I was going to get a higher score than hubby, and I didn't. He won. But after that, we saw that people were starting to get in line for Slinky Dog. It wasn't open yet, but they were starting to get in line, and so we got in line, and then it opened like 30 minutes later. And once it started moving, the line went pretty quick. We started out by Rex and Jessie, you know, those like big statues, and Slinky Dog Dash. If you've been there, that's where we started, and it was probably like 20-minute wait, maybe 15. And we got in. I loved that ride. Hubby liked it too, but he wasn't like too impressed. He's like, nah, because he likes those big scary roller coasters, and so he wanted something more, and I was like, this is perfect for Megan. Also that day we did Star Wars. I always forget what it's called, but we did Star Wars. We did not do Smuggler's Run. Hubby really wasn't too into it, and I told him it was all up to him what we did in Star Wars. I want to do Star Tours because that was my favorite ride growing up. We did it. They updated it since then, but and it was like, it wasn't as good as I remembered it, but I was also seeing it through a 9-year-old's eyes the first time, and then they did like I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same, they just changed a couple things, but through a 27-year-old's eyes I was like, yeah, I like it. But something that I was kind of nervous to do was Rise of Resistance, but your girl got up at 6:50 to join the virtual queue at 7 a.m. I got it, and we went on Rise of the Resistance, and it was pretty good, guys, not gonna lie. Hubby loved it. He was flabbergasted at how good it was. Also, we met Chewbacca. I had a Chewbacca outfit. I had Chewbacca ears for that day, and Chewbacca loved them. He loved the ears. Hubby wore a tank top with Chewbacca on it. He loved the tank top. It was the best part of my day, was meeting Chewbacca. I got to hug Chewbacca. I loved Chewbacca. Chewbacca is my favorite Star Wars character, if you cannot tell. Also, if I keep looking down, it's because I have the Disney map up. Because, again, it was like October, November, 3 months ago. So I can't really remember everything we did. We did do Walt Disney Presents, because I really wanted to do that. Now, if you don't know what that is a kind of like a museum type of thing that like it talks about Disney's life, and it's like a little, like there's a little museum about his life that you can read stuff, and then there is a what's it called, a movie type of thing. I have a red flashing battery, so I'm gonna have to finish this later. Dang it, hold on. And we did meet, who else did we met Donald at Hollywood Studios, and we met Goofy right outside of Batu, so that was fun. And then, oh gosh, this is a lot, guys. Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? Probably not, because it's been like 2 seconds for you, but I had to stop and charge my battery, because I only have one. But anyway, continuing on, so the third day was Hollywood Studios Day, and so I don't know if I told you this, I don't think I did, but we stayed at Pop Century, which is a Disney World resort. It's one of the cheaper ones. It's a value resort, and so to get to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, we took the bus, and then to get to Hollywood Studios and to get to Epcot, we took the Skyliner. And so we entered the park at the Skyliner drop-off, which was in France, in the showcase. So we went from France to like the United Kingdom, and we went that way around. I know there's like controversy on how you should start, but we started in France and went to the United Kingdom and went that way. But we didn't go all the way around World Showcase. We did France, the United Kingdom, and then we kind of went out of and Canada, and then we went out of the World Showcase and did that kind of. If I look down again, it's because my cheat sheet. So since we were in France, one of my coworkers really recommended doing Remy's Ratatouille adventure, so we did that, and that was pretty good. I liked it. I liked like all the special effects and stuff, and then we really didn't like look in like France or the United Kingdom or Canada really. We just kind of like sped through, like we kind of looked, I took pictures, but it was the beginning of the day and we wanted to get stuff done, so we went on, and this isn't gonna be like what we did every single like minute. This is just what we did, because I can't remember what we did next. So we also did Soarin' Over California, because that was one of my favorites growing up, like when I went when I was like 9 years old. And so we did that again. It's still great, still good, love it. We also did Seas with Nemo and Friends, and I really liked that one. At the end, I like how there is an aquarium. Perfect, love it. We did do Spaceship Earth, but not on this day. On our last night, so on that Tuesday, or on the Tuesday before we left, because we left on a Wednesday. So on the 21st we went back because there was a pin that I wanted to get, which I will talk about when I get to that ride. And then we did do Spaceship Earth then, but not on this day. We did Test Track. That was better than I thought it would be. That we waited so long in line for that, so freaking long. Like yeah, it was a long line, but I mean, obviously it's Disney. We also did the Frozen Ever After ride, which was good. I liked that. I loved the line. It was so cute. That was, I think that was one of the last, I think that may have been the last ride we did that day. But we also went around World Showcase twice. And we looked in all of the pavilions, all of the, like, the countries. We were there for Food and Wine Festival, although me and my husband are very picky humans, him more than I. So we didn't eat any festival foods. Let's see, Epcot Day. What did we, where, I don't remember where we didn't, I don't think we ate in Epcot. I think we ate in, what's it called? Not downtown Disney Springs. I think we ate in Disney Springs that night, but I don't remember where we ate. So, but we did go through the pavilions. We met Anna and Elsa, which I loved. There was literally like no one there when we met them. So like so you meet Elsa first and then you meet Anna, and when we were done with Elsa, there was a family before us. So when we were meeting Elsa, Anna was meeting a different family, but when we were done with Elsa, there was no one else behind us. So when we were meeting Anna, Elsa was also interacting with us and Anna, and I loved it. What I've learned is I already knew I was an awkward human, but I'm an awkward human when it comes to like interacting with characters, because like they're supposed to, like, they're not supposed to know about like the stuff now, like cell phones and stuff. They're supposed to interact with within their time period, and so I'm not sure what like time period Anna and Elsa is from and stuff. And so like there was like a what am I really good at, and I couldn't think of anything, and my husband was like drinking Dr. Pepper, and I was like, dude, no. So yeah, we also watched the Nighttime Spectacular, and we had like a really good viewing spot. I loved our viewing spot. It was honestly like primo, like, yeah. And if you hear anything, my cat is over there sniffing and wheezing away. So the next day was Magic Kingdom. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It was probably my favorite day. It was also the longest day, and when the blisters started to form. So that day we were basically at Magic Kingdom when it opened, and then we stayed. We had the that night was Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and so we stayed for that, and that we didn't get back until like maybe like 1 in the morning or something. Like it was like really late. So that day was just action packed. I didn't feel too like rushed to do like a lot of things because I knew we would have the entire day to do stuff. Although I am very sad because I didn't know that Gustav's Tavern was a trick-or-treat trail, and so I like put off getting the cinnamon roll, and I didn't end up getting it because by the time I decided to get it, they were closed because it was a trick-or-treat trail, and I was really sad. But we did Big Thunder Mountain, which was a great ride. Loved it so much. Again, probably one of my favorites. We did that during the day. We did Pirates of the Caribbean during the party, and honestly guys, not something like I remembered being like scared of it when I was a child, but it's okay. Like it's not something that I would go out of my way to do again. Like I'm not going to like get in a really long line to go to it, nor would I like buy like a lightning lane for it. Like if it's like a short wait and I have nothing else to do, I would go on it again. I have nothing against it. It's just, it wasn't my cup of tea. Along those same lines as Haunted Mansion, we did Haunted Mansion during the party, and again, meh. Like my same exact feelings that I have towards Pirates of the Caribbean as Haunted Mansion. Like not the best. We also did The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I love I love Winnie the Pooh, and that ride was pretty good too. Obviously it's more towards like children, but would ride it again. 10 out of 10, recommend. We also did Snow White's Mine Train. Again, I loved it. I thought it was good. Hubby was like, could have been better. And I'm just like, it's for children, I'm pretty sure. So like, obviously. We also did the Mad Tea Party, which is the cups, the teacups. Loved it. I like spun us around a little bit. It was fun. And then we did Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid. I'm pretty sure we did that one during the Halloween party too, but I don't remember. We did do it that day. Yeah, we also did Barnstormer. Good ride. This is the one that was for the children, and he's like, I'm like, it's for children, like it's for children, babe. Like, and then the thing that, hold on, pause, just remembered something. For Epcot, we did the Guardians ride. I forgot to tell you about that. We went to the Guardians ride. I got up 6:50 a.m. to get a 7 o'clock reservation. It wouldn't work for me, so I got out of the app really quick and I redid it, and it worked, and I got it, and it was like one of my favorite rides. Like, I loved it so much, guys. Like, cannot recommend enough. Highly recommend. Love it. What made me think about that was Tron Light Cycle. Now that I think about it, I think earlier in the video I said we got a virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. We did not. I don't think those exist anymore, but we did do Rise of the Resistance. We did. Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy. I am like messing this all up. Guardians of the Galaxy, I got it first try. Tron Light Cycle, I wouldn't like do it for me, and I was getting really frustrated. But I did eventually get it. So virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance, Tron Light Cycle, and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Tron was amazing. I loved it. It's like a 30-second ride, but it is so worth it. Loved it so much. Highly recommend. Something that I was super nervous about was doing Space Mountain, and mainly because it's in the dark. And I loved it. It was great. Recommend. I had I think I had hubby sit in front of me, maybe. I don't remember. He was either in front or behind, obviously, because it's like a toboggan. Something else that we did was the People Mover. I loved the People Mover. Was good. It was a nice like relaxing, get off your feet kind of thing. It was longer than I thought it was gonna be, which is not a bad thing, but it was pretty good and I liked it. We also did Walt Disney's Carousel, not Carousel of Progress. We didn't do Carousel of Progress. We did the Prince Charming Carousel, whatever it's called. That was fun. That's fun story. So that was the last ride we did before we had our dining reservation at Crystal Palace, which is a meet and greet for the Winnie the Pooh characters. And I will talk about that in a second, but the last ride that we did was Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, and that was good. Again, trying to be hubby. I thought I was gonna be him, and then I didn't. Like, because, here's why. Because his like little gun thingy wasn't working for a second, and so he wasn't getting any points, and I was ahead of him, and then it started working again and he annihilated me. So now back to the dining thing. So when we got there, got seated, we met Piglet, Pooh, and Tigger right off the bat. And Eeyore, so like they were over here, and then our table was right here, and Eeyore was over here. Like he had already passed our table, and then they have to go like all the way around and like do this like friendship fair parade, and it's all fun. So it's a buffet. There wasn't a lot on the buffet that either of us liked, so we were done eating pretty quickly. And I was just trying to bide my time because I wanted Eeyore, and like they left for a little bit, which is fine. And then they came back, and we were at the next table, and they had to go do this stupid friendship parade. And when Eeyore left, he was like, "You're next," and then like 5 minutes go by and he's not there. And then they finally come over, and we get to meet Pooh and Piglet again, and Eeyore. And it was magical. And then we got dressed in our Halloween part. Like, while we were waiting for Eeyore, we got dressed up in our Halloween costumes, which was, I was Eeyore and hubby was Pooh, because hubby can do a Pooh voice, and Eeyore's my favorite 100 Acre Woods character. And they loved it. And then directly after that, we went to go get into the Pooh ride line, and we accidentally got into the character meet and greet in their Halloween costumes, which I wanted to do anyway. So we went from meeting them in their normal clothes at Crystal Palace to meeting them in their Halloween clothes right next to the Pooh ride, and then after that we did the Pooh ride. So that was like the normal days at Disney. The Halloween party, oh my god, I loved the Halloween party so much. I think we did like 2 or 3 treat trails. They give you like a bag. It's a small bag, which was fine because we were flying, so we can't like get a big old bag, because guys, I bought too much and it was hard getting all the crap that I bought at home. Hubby, I think, bought like one thing that wasn't food. And so that was fine. And that pretty much, we had 2 bags, one for me, one for hubby. We filled it up. It was pretty good. Hubby finished the candy in like November, like end of November, so it lasted about a month from when we went. And then they give you like wristbands, and I think the wristbands are like colored differently, but those things were so hard to get off. We had to like cut them. I was so sad, but like we still saved them. And a map, we got a map. Oh, I got a passport for Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, even though we didn't eat anything. But I loved the party. We got a good amount of rides done. We did some treat trails. We saw the fireworks. Loved the fireworks. Saw the parade. Stood next to this adorable little gay couple. They were older men, and they were in scooters and stuff. And they were adorable. They started talking to us later. We found out we were staying at the same resort, but we didn't talk to them after the Halloween party because, you know, it'll be weird and stalkery and stuff. But we just so happened to see them at our resort later in the week. But yeah, I don't know if this helped. I don't know. I'm new to this, but that was our week-ish at Disney. Oh, the Typhoon Lagoon. Oh my god, I almost forgot Typhoon Lagoon, guys. The day after Magic Kingdom, we went to Typhoon Lagoon, and hubby loves water parks. This is what he was living for. We loved it. We loved the water slides. We didn't do one water slide, and hubby didn't find that out until the next day. He was so sad, so like distraught, couldn't, like, he's like, we gotta go back. And I was like, next time, babe, next time. But yeah, so that's what we did in the parks and stuff. Now, I overpacked, and I always say it's better to overpack than underpack, but in this case it was not good to overpack. So it's Florida, right? I'm from Michigan. I haven't been to Florida since I was a child, like 9 years old, and we went in the summertime. So I wasn't sure what the weather was going to be like. I was told it rains every day in Florida. It rained like one morning before we even got out of bed, and then it like sprinkled on the way to the airport. So we really didn't experience a lot of rain. and we really didn't experience a lot of heat either. Like, it was warm. It was like 70s and it was beautiful and I loved it. But I packed 2 outfits for every day for myself. We were gone for 10 days. I packed maybe like 6 or 7 outfits for hubby, multiple options. Like, he mainly wanted to wear button downs, but I packed him t-shirts and I packed him tank tops. He wore 1 tank top and then I think he wore a t-shirt on the way home. But yeah, so my advice from my experience the one time is, if you're going in October, you don't really need 2 outfits for every day. I would pack maybe some extras. Like, I had planned an outfit for our Disney Springs day, which we went to Disney Springs and we shopped. Also, Gideon's. We did the Gideon's thing. I wasn't too impressed, but I want to go back and try hot cookie hour and see if that changes my mind. But yeah, I wasn't really too impressed by Gideon's. And I had a different outfit planned for that day, and I ended up wearing one of my extra outfits, because I just wasn't feeling it that day and I really wanted to wear that outfit. So there's that. So yeah, I would have maybe like pack a couple outfits. Like, I would pack a pair of jeans just in case, and then maybe a couple extra outfits, maybe like a sweatshirt or so. Like, you don't need like a lot of sweatshirts, because I'm sure you'll buy one, maybe, depending on where you're from and what you like to wear on a regular basis. I'm from Michigan. I live in sweatshirts during the winter time, in the fall, in the spring, and sometimes even the summer. Like, I don't wear sweatshirts that often in the summer, but still, I still wear sweatshirts in the summer. And I have a long sleeve on today because it's January, but still, I am more apt to use a sweatshirt or a long sleeve shirt than someone who's from like Alabama or Florida or like, I don't know, California. Because like, I see some Disney vloggers who live in warm places and they're just like, why do we have long sleeves? Like, you can't wear that in Florida. Well, yeah, you can't, but there are people from other places in colder climates that do come who will be able to wear it. So that's just my tea on that. But yeah, you don't really need to pack 2 outfits per day if you're going in in October, in my opinion. But yeah, that was my review. I don't know, what else do you guys want to know? Please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below the things I told you to comment. I don't remember if I told you to comment something, or any other questions you have for me. Yeah, I post new videos every single Friday at 4 p.m. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week, weekend, whatever is coming up ahead. And I hope to see your beautiful faces next week.